Well, let's talk politics now. Plenty of new faces heading to Ottawa, and one of those is set to make waves is MP-elect Chi Nguyen for Spadina-Harbourfront. And we'd like to welcome Chi to CP24 Breakfast this morning. Chi, congratulations on your resounding victory for Spadina-Harbourfront. Tell us what it was like, those moments as you saw the results coming in. I mean, you won 59.72% of the vote, basically a 21.5% increase from 2021.
Yeah, no, it was an extraordinary night. I was so proud. The campaign that our team ran, I was really proud of. A lot of people coming out for the first time. I think, we talked a lot about low voter turnout, and to see people showing up because they know it's a really important time in Canadian politics.
Absolutely. And, you've run before in the provincial election in 2022. What do you think was different about this campaign, and what do you think made the difference?
Yeah, I think we're living through a moment unlike any I have ever imagined. Our best friend down south has decided to have a little bit of a fight with us. And that means that Canadians are paying attention in a really profound and important way. And the Liberal government stood up for Canadians to say, we're here to unite, protect, build, and stand up for the country. And so it's a moment where we're talking about our sovereignty, especially our economic sovereignty, in a way that I think Canadians know is a really important moment.
Yeah, absolutely. That seemed to be the big ballot question, who can handle Donald Trump the most and protect our Canadian sovereignty. But of course, for many Canadians, these issues have been persisting: healthcare, affordability, a lot on people's minds. So what's your top priority now that you've been, elected?
Yeah, I heard a lot at the doors. We had hundreds of thousands of conversations with community members who are worried about affordability, who are worried about the cost of housing. And so we have strong transformational plans in front of us, things that we're going to invest in, continue to invest in. Something I care about is childcare. So we want to make childcare permanent in this country for everyone. $10 a day is our ambition, and creating 100,000 new spaces. And so as a mom of two young boys, it's so important that that's part of the infrastructure that we're building.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been a very strong advocate for community engagement. How do you plan to stay connected to the people in your riding, now that while you're in office, basically?
Yeah, I think that's the job of politicians, right? Being here as listeners and actively representing the voices of community. Lots of community conversation. We're going to be out a lot, hopefully an open dialogue. And, not everybody voted for us, which means that I need to hear and work with people from across different parts of the system as well, right? So that's really important to me, is that we're actively listening and making space for people to come forward and say, this is important, this is, what's on my mind.
Let's be frank, there's not a lot of East Asian women in politics. We have Mayor Olivia Chow on the municipal levels, but in federal politics, you obviously broke a lot of barriers with your win here. And I know that you led Equal Voice, which was to help get women elected. And your story is very interesting. You came here, your parents were immigrants. I'm sorry to hear that your father passed away, but you cited that the community was really there for you, and that kind of made you want to give back. But talk about why you wanted to get into politics, because you were helping women try to get in, and you thought, wait, I need to put my money my mouth where my money is. Right? I'm getting the phrase wrong, but you got to step in their shoes if you want them to do the same.
Absolutely. It is not an easy role to serve as a political leader, especially at this time, and for racialized women as well. I think we're open to all kinds of harassment and potential threats. But every woman I speak to who has served in office talks about how much they've been able to build and how much they've been able to contribute across party lines. And that's really, really formidable. And we need to talk about the power of politics as a place for people to really make a difference and improve our communities.
Yeah, and kind of away from the stereotype that politicians are just in it for themselves, narcissism, their own platform, and actually get things done for the community.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Chi Nguyen, congratulations once again, and wish you the best of luck. You're going to be really busy now with this full-time job and as a mom of two young boys. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, Jen. It's great to meet you.